Everybody. So we are going live. I know it's been a while since we actually on 4GQ TV itself did a 4GQ TV podcast, and a lot has been going on. Paul's been at a convention. I went to LA. I got 3 conventions coming up in July. It's going to be a real busy month, and I think Paul might be going to some more stuff. We're going to try to get into more stuff as well. Paul's probably got some interviews scheduled.
Well,
So
working on it anyway.
that's right. So remember that, people. Remember that. All right. So anyway, we're back. It's just Paul and I tonight, unless somebody else hops in. Anyway, so I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's watching. I hope you're having a great night tonight so far. And kind of let's get into the topics. So to recap, I know Paul's probably talked about this a lot, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it except on Dragon's Den. Paul, I think the first topic I'm going to go to is going to be. Hold on, I'm thinking. The Xbox Showcase.
Oh, you mean the Starfield show? All right, let's talk.
The Starfield show. That's right. All right. So, I want to say that I got to attend FanFest in Los Angeles. I kind of kept it quiet. I didn't really tell anybody I was going out there. PK and I went out there, hung out with Paris, and we met a lot of people from the community, which was really cool. So shout out to PTK Blam, Fuzzy Belvedere. I passed you, didn't know it was you. Hung out with Megatron, and I mean there was just so many great people. Pete Hines, Todd Howard. Um, yeah, it was just a good time, and the energy at the show, lots of energy there. I like when you're there in person, it just feels so different than probably watching at home. Like there was a lot of excitement for what was coming up next. Every time something was showed, people were like, "Ooh, yeah," which that's kind of a good feeling. Plus, they gave us breakfast burritos um, that most of us probably put under our chairs, but I did throw mine away. So don't look at me, Novo
I,
Theater.
I had crappy con pizza once again, just so you know.
Oh, was it at the Hilton?
Yeah, actually. No, actually, no. This was a Marriott, I believe. It's a convention center, but yeah, it was absolutely it was right on par with the crap I had at the Hilton. So it was,
Oh wow.
yeah, yeah.
So for the Xbox showcase, I will say that obviously the two that really stuck out to me is Fable. Did not expect the opening. I did not expect the giant to be the bad guy. I thought he was like some guy telling a story in a book. And Starfield. We saw a lot of Starfield. And it was like kind of like saying, "Hey, Starfield's real. It's coming out. Look how much stuff we got." And then the controllers are selling out, the headsets are selling out, the Constellation editions are selling out. And it's a Game Pass game, and people were buying it.
For
So
for anybody listening, my birthday is in December. The Constellation Edition. You can go ahead and get that for me. That would be great.
he wants it on Steam.
Yeah, I would actually wear a watch again.
Yes. And he also would like a gift card for pizza at the Hilton.
Yeah, a lifetime supply of Hilton pizza. Yes.
So yeah, so that was kind of you know, that it was more about meeting the people, taking pictures for me than all the amazing game show. But like everything that was shown, I really liked. There's nothing I didn't like. Okay, well, I'm not a super big fan of Avowed, but that's just me. Like I'm not saying it's not going to be good. It's probably going to be good, but it's just not for me. And so I'll try it. I'll give it a shot, but it still might not be for me, and that's okay. That's why there's so many games coming out because not everything's for everybody. Paul, talk to me about the showcase, man. Talk to me how you feel. Xbox
I,
ambassador, Power Bomb, Pineapple Paul, who loves pizza at the Hilton. Tell us about it.
okay, just so I can brag off a little bit. So I left I left the convention I was at right after the Terrifier 2 panel, which was awesome, by the way. Everybody I met from Terrifier 2, awesome. I know it's not gaming, but I just have to say they were awesome. Those are the ones we're going to be doing interviews with. Hopefully, they've all said they'd be more than willing to do it. So, so I got home or I got back to where I was staying, and I watched the showcase. I liked it. Like you, not every game in the showcase is for me, and I know that. And anybody who's smart knows that not every game is going to be for them. So but I thought the showcase was well put together, well paced. I liked a lot of what I saw. I'm really hyped for a lot of stuff. Forza, Starfield, and a few other things. So I just, you know, again, you know me, I'm stuck on Starfield. All the other stuff is gravy. But I will say this fall is going to be loaded with games to play. There's not going to be enough time in the world. You know, a lot of stuff is dropping in October, and I'm like, yeah, when am I going to have time to play that? I'm still going to be playing Starfield. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. So I'm really hyped for this next coming up year. Hopefully, my life will stabilize a little bit, and I'll be able to enjoy it. So
Yeah, I hope so, Paul. Especially because I know the Starfield launch is around a difficult time for you.
yeah,
Um,
yep,
so I'm just gonna reiterate for anybody who does happen to donate during this time between now and whenever Paul has to move. Um, the donations are going to be going to him to help him out. Shout out to all the people watching us right now. I hope you hit that like button, share it out, subscribe, whatever you normally do. And if you are coming from all the cosplay videos, because that mermaid cosplay video is pretty popping right now, almost at 3 million. So if you are coming from that, I just want to let you know we do.
By the way, if we hit 3 million on that cosplay video, Carlo will dress up as a mermaid, and he will do the next one.
What? No, because we're gonna hit 3 million. It's a part to hit 3 million. I'm not dressing up as a mermaid. No, no. If we hit 3.5 million, Paul will dress up as a mermaid at the Hilton and eat pineapple pizza.
So just to follow up on anybody who didn't watch or catch it, if you pre-order the additional content for $35 for both Starfield and Forza, it'll take you up to the premium edition, which is awesome, the ultimate edition. Because you're getting it on Game Pass, you're just paying an extra $35 to get the additional goodies. So just like they did with the previous Forza.
Oh yeah.
And as we listen to Cozy open up her drink on this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We like
It's
the sound
okay.
effects.
It kind of reminded me of,
if
Retro
you-
Renegades. Sound like you were cracking a beer.
If you are into ASMR, we have cans popping.
So, Cozy, we were just talking about recap, but kind of like on the Xbox showcase. If there's anything that you really likes that you saw.
Remember how I said I needed to see some like what In Exile and Compulsion? That's what I've been saying. I
Yep.
got that. I got that. And I'm excited. I can't wait. You do not bite
Yep.
that.
And I got my Star Wars game stuff. So this last couple of weeks. So that's all I was saying too. Outside of Starfield, show me a new Star Wars game. and
Timmy!
That's
Sorry.
yeah, we got Xbox really got a great presentation off on that Star Wars Outlaws. I was really glad that
Yeah.
they got that. That made
That
the
looks
showcase
good.
Yeah,
That
it
looks
made the
really
showcase
good.
special.
Yeah. I'm excited for their studio showing things, and I'm like, okay, now we're cooking
Yep.
with gas.
So, anything else, Cozy?
Those were the two biggest ones. Were obviously there was the Starfield. I will say, I've been saying I was also excited about the Starfield because but they did manage to deliver an excellent showcase that got me even more excited. Which I didn't think, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm going to play it, and I'm probably gonna just enjoy it, and it's gonna be fun. But it raised my level of excitement by a lot, that showcase. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, and with me with Starfield, I still I want to know more about the accessibility options in Starfield because I even looked at their listing on the Xbox store, and there's no real information except for the little disability things that says we want to make gaming more accessible for everyone, but it doesn't give any details. That's cool, but it is what it is. And the other thing, I'd like to know more about the customization of the ships. How customizable are they? Am I going to be able to make the ship from Mass Effect, or something close to it? Or is anything going to have those smooth curves that I'm going to be able to build out, or is it all going to be blocky kind of construction type of ship, which is fine too, but it'd be nice to know if I can build a baby version of the Enterprise, It's like, or
Yeah.
the Normandy or whatever, So that's what I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with the shipbuilding. I really do.
Yep. Definitely.
I saw somebody's gonna build the camper from Spaceballs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You
we
know, if
break
that,
for
if
yeah,
you
we
could do
break for
that,
no one, and yeah.
that should be like an achievement in the game. Todd, if you're listening, it should be an achievement in the game to build that camper from Spaceballs.
Trade. And
Um,
give us the ability to go ludicrous speed. You need an achievement that says ludicrous speed. Yeah. He's
Oh,
gone
yeah.
plaid. Oh.
yeah, maybe get a sponsorship, fight Pizza the Hut as a space pirate. Um, so I mean, that we can kind of segue into the next thing that Xbox has announced, and at least they're upfront about it. I mean, I know not everybody's happy, and I understand. Like, you come off from a winning the showcase and having a great showcase, and then you announce that Game Pass Ultimate's going up by $2. Um, in the short term, it's not like a huge deal, right? Like $2 extra a month if you already pay monthly. But if you think about it, it's $24 extra a year. And for some people, I mean, right now that is a lot of money that they could use elsewhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still the best service in gaming, most consumer friendly service, and I think we realized that a price hike was eventually going to come. But I just think it's too soon after the showcase. After you get a win, you just got to announce the negative news. Why not announce the negative news first and then get the win?
Well, and the other thing is, too, they still haven't given all the details for the U.S. version of the family plan. We know that it's out in some territories, but we don't have it yet. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm not so concerned about that as I am the rise of the cost of the console in other regions. But then again, we all knew it was coming. It's just, I don't think there's any good time for them to do it. No matter what they did, no matter when they did it, they were going to take heat. And they know that too. At least they didn't do it on December 12th. Merry Christmas for jacking the prices up.
Yeah, right.
And like I mentioned last night too, by the way, if like for me, I use my MS reward points to pay for a lot of Game Pass. I'm stocked up on Game Pass through the end of 2025. So this price hike is not going to affect me directly for at least 2 years. Assuming plus I get stuff through the Xbox Ambassador program, so I keep adding to that stack too. So and that's just me. But like I said, I use my MS reward points for stuff like this too. So if you're not doing that, that's a good thing to do as well. And they're really easy to stock up on if you do your dailies and you just do simple little things like play a Game Pass game. Boom, there's a few points. Log into the app. Boom, there's a few points. Do your search on Bing. I know that's painful for some people, but there's some points. So it's possible to actually not have to pay for Game Pass if you're just willing to take the time.
I mean, that's some good points, Paul. Like the Microsoft rewards.
Yeah.
So if it's in your country and you can use it towards that, that's one way to kind of offset the cost. Cozy, how do you feel about the price hike?
It doesn't bother me. I've known for a while. I was saying several months ago that there's going to be a price hike because I noticed that I was no longer on the yearly plan and it was gone.
Ooh.
Like no option even for a yearly plan.
Real quick in the chat. Hi Dreadpool. Hi Boogie. Hi Graphic God. Am I missing anybody? It's Timmy is here as usual.
I want to put Pharrell on the screen because he's been coming to every single show.
That's right.
And
Pharrell comes and hangs out at the wrestling show. He hangs out on our
Woohoo.
Wednesday night show when he can. He's got to go to bed because he's got school the next day. But it's almost summertime, Pharrell, so you'll be able to hang out with us.
School.
and by the way, Pharrell, Paul likes Hilton Pizza. I don't know why.
No,
It's definitely not good pizza, but he likes it.
Pharrell, do not believe the bearded man in the corner. Okay.
So, because you were saying that you noticed that something odd was going on with your subscription page that you couldn't.
No, and that was a while ago. So I was like, oh, it's the price is going to raise. I don't know when they're going to announce it, but the fact that there was no longer like if you check the subscription, you'll notice the lack of option for the different months, and that's when I noticed it, and I was like, oh, sounds like the price is going to raise.
Yeah, I mean,
Pharrell, you wouldn't like the pizza we had at the Hilton. Trust me. It's so bad, even goats won't eat it, and goats eat anything. Okay.
goats won't. Wait a minute, you ate it, Paul. So what are you saying?
No, I ate like
You're the
one
greatest of
slice,
all
just like
time?
Dreadpool, and we both went, nope.
Shout out to all the Gamers United Guild in the chat. Graphic God, Stinking Corpse. Yeah, and shout out to Dreadpool as well. Timmy, Boogeyman. So thank you guys for coming through. The other thing that we've seen is that the Xbox consoles are going to go up in price in different territories. Now, I'm kind of iffy on this one, right? Like, I get costs are going up, shipping costs and all that. Okay, manufacturing costs are rising, obviously, due to what I would call corporate inflation. I blame all the companies in the shipping industry for that. But for the ones that are already in stock in places, right? That are already in the stores, I think they should sell all those first at the original cost that they had instead of raising it. I don't know how they're going to do this, if it's just going to be across the board immediately. Cozy, what do you think?
I think what you're proposing is an actual good idea, but what are the markets where they're increasing the price?
Canada is one of them. Graphic God was
Everywhere but here, it seems, if you really look at the list.
Let me see. I'm going to try to find it real quick.
Yeah, I saw the list yesterday. It was on Twitter. I don't know which account I saw it on, though. Might have been Tom Warren's.
So it mentions the UK, European Union, and Canada.
But most of the other countries as well. I saw a complete list on one of the Twitters. I just don't remember which one. But yeah, most of the territories were mentioned.
Yeah, so US is staying $4.99, and England's going to $4.79. European Union has the biggest price hike, up 10%. They're going up $5.49.
Yeah.
The UK is $799, and the great old country of Canada is their price hike is 8.3%, going up to $649.99.
Hey, 100. Everybody complained when Nintendo did it. Even people that don't have Nintendo, or when Netflix did it, even people who don't have Netflix complained. Okay.
Well, no,
Of
I
course,
think
Netflix does like a price hike every 4 months, so that doesn't count.
100 has a point though in this, right? I think that the only people you see complain are on Twitter. So the
Yeah.
majority of subscribers and casuals probably do not complain.
No.
They-
Some of them probably don't even notice because it's automatically drawn
Yep.
from their credit card, and you know that's what the companies count on, not just Microsoft, but they all count on the fact that you sign up for this monthly fee, and even if you're not using the service, it goes and it goes and it goes. That's why they're trying to change the laws so that after a few months of no activity, you automatically get withdrawn, so it stops pulling money from your account.
Well, Amazon Prime is getting sued by the FTC for the renewal problem and trying to cancel your renewals. So,
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's wrong with canceling your renewals?
according
Have
to
you
the
ever tried to do it?
I,
It's,
I don't. I've never had a problem doing it.
no, what they do is what happens is because I've had it happen on mine. If you cancel it on one credit card, it goes to the next credit card on the account.
Yeah, according to the article I wrote with the FTC, they're going after Amazon Prime subscriptions because they claim they have numerous complaints where people have tried to cancel, and they would go through multiple step pages of cancellation, and then it was just so complicated to cancel that most
Yeah.
people just gave up. Now I don't know how true that is. I never canceled my subscription, um, so I
Their
just
service can be a pain to deal with. If you want to change cards or if you want to do anything with it, it can be a pain. I've
you know
gotten that surprise $100+ thing out of my account going, hey, wait,
let's
what? I'm
let's
broke.
wish Pharrell some good luck. He's studying for his final exam. I want to wish you
Oh,
good luck,
Uh
my
oh.
friend. We hope you pass with flying colors
Good luck.
and get the highest grade possible.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
But let's talk about Paul's most favorite showcase of all.
Nintendo? Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Yes, Nintendo, I think, had a great showcase. They had a great direct.
It's actually. It's not that hard to cancel. Maybe people are just stupid.
That the possibility is they could have surveyed people that are like 90 years old that are not tech savvy. It's very possible.
yeah.
I mean, do you remember the whole fiasco where people were deleting their Nintendo accounts?
Yep.
That was a fun time. And this, I think a lot of people are just not capable of reading things. But because I remember the whole fiasco where people are like, I deleted my Nintendo account. When it literally every time it said, hey, this will delete your actual account. All you will not be able to get data. It's explain it's deleting your actual account. And people just like, yep, delete, 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 delete. People aren't capable of reading.
Yep, no, it's true. And Boogeyman makes a good suggestion. He's like, you know what? If you're broke on that card, they can't draw money, so they'll just cancel it for you because they can't get paid.
Yes. Hey, I just got good news, and I'm going to share here. Cody's going to love this. Elliot Fulham from Terrifier 2. I just got a confirmation email. We were scheduling his interview next week.
Oh, sweet.
Guys, breaking news right here. Paul just announced it. An actor from Terrifier 2 is going to do an interview on, and Paul does the horror interviews. He's the host. So shout out to Paul, Pineapple Paul over there. And Cozy's on the panels. So that's great news. That'll be a cool interview. There's a lot of people that love the horror genre, and they do
Also,
comment on
Elliot
this.
is also known across the internet as Little Punk People. He, as a kid, he started doing interviews with punk rockers and other artists. You can look him up on YouTube. He also has an album that just dropped. So yeah, this is going to be a great interview.
Nice. Oh, good job, Paul.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move into the Nintendo Direct.
Sorry, I just had to. I got excited. Sorry,
That's
had
all
to
right.
do it.
It's all right. Our friend, our paisan, Mario, as I like to say, most say Mario. I like to say Mario.
It's Mario.
So Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Super Mario RPG, WarioWare Move It, Detective Pikachu Returns, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon, Pikmin, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, so I mean, there's some good stuff coming. Batman, the Arkham trilogy, finally. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if that should have been in the showcase. But it is. And Princess Peach, So I got a chance to look at some of these, right? I haven't looked at all of them. But
Mhm.
I will say I'm excited for Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I will play that. I do think that they really how do I say this? They do a great cash grab on their IPs for sure. Because
Yeah.
everything seems rehashed but differently. Now you can turn into an elephant, which is neat. Super Mario RPG, I think, is just like the old one remastered. And I'm kind of excited to play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the
Mhm.
Switch. I don't know why. I believe that was also on was that the one on
The
GameCube?
DS.
The DS or GameCube?
Wait. I know. I mean, maybe both.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't ask me. I know nothing about any of that
I think
stuff.
maybe
so-
both. I feel like I played it on the DS.
You're right. Originally released on Nintendo 3DS. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited.
Mhm.
Cozy?
So I'm not one of those people you can like get with nostalgia. I like if I've already played it or I'm not in like, a lot of Nintendo games is like I already played that or I'm not really a big Nintendo fan. So a lot of the stuff that they come out with I'm not interested in. I literally only play like what's it? I only really play Animal Crossing on my Switch. It's like all it is, just Animal Crossing. I don't think Nintendo could announce much of anything that would get me excited. Maybe Kid Icarus. But other than that, I'm not into Mario or any of the variant games that they come out with, especially not
That's Mario.
remakes.
Come on, get it right, Mario.
Especially not remakes. I'm trying to think of. I mean, Pikmin. I like Pikmin. I like WarioWare. I might like to try it, but I'd have to look at what it is, how it's. I'd have to look at it first and see what the games are in it, because it might not be games that I even like. But yeah, like really, it's just like okay, good on them for milking Nintendo fans. Because if I, had stuff that I could milk people with, I absolutely would. But they don't really make anything that's like interesting. There was oh, there was one game, but it wasn't a Nintendo game. It was like I'm trying to find it. The Paleo game, I might try that. It sounds fun.
Okay.
That's the only one. Because some of the games, it's like, oh, that seems interesting, but I already have it, and I don't know how different it could provide an experience. I'm actually looking through because I watched it, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is really boring. Yeah, like I said, not much there for me. On to Paul, I guess.
I I didn't watch it. I'm not real big on it. Yeah. Because I haven't had a Nintendo for like what 20 over 20 years. Yeah, in any way, shape, or form. I don't even think I've played on a Nintendo in the last 10 years.
Well, I don't think you're missing much, Paul.
That's just it. It doesn't have anything to offer me, so why? But they also had some of the stuff they covered was multi-plat stuff that I am interested in. I can't think of any of it right now, but I know there was a lot of stuff. Some of it was covered at the other shows that happened before it, and like, yeah, that looked good. That looked good. So, yeah, but the Nintendo specific stuff, I really have no interest in. Heck, I was at the house I was at this last weekend. They had a Nintendo Switch, and Either I didn't really feel like getting my hands on it, or they didn't share it. I'm not sure how that worked. I kept wanting to look at it, kept telling them I wanted to look at it, but they never let me touch it. I don't know what that was all about.
Aw,
Of
maybe the
course,
Joy-Con
they
was
were no, they were busy playing Tears of the Kingdom or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Which, from what I saw of it, I still can't figure out what that game's about. I saw videos of people were building weird contraptions and just trying to make the guy like get thrown across the map or die or fall. It's like I have no idea what this game is about. I've been watching this for like an hour. I have no idea what you guys, so yeah, that's where my interest in Nintendo begins and ends. So
Nice. Well, I know that there are some people that are probably gonna play stuff that's not on the
oh yeah.
Switch through other means. Uh, but
Uh-oh.
yeah, it's a whole different story. They'll put it up to 4K 60. But I mean, I don't know if you guys heard this today, but there was more stuff about the ABK stuff. The FTC preliminary court hearings happened, and you could listen to the dialogue. Somebody named Kirby Louise streamed it on YouTube, but you can also access it on the FTC's page while it's live. You can't access it afterwards, they said, and the FTC lawyer really tried to confuse Sarah Bond on a couple questions. Really dug into her, like saying, "Oh, at the preliminary injunction or whatever it's called. I probably got it wrong. Sorry, legalese people." But she's like, "Did you not see the numbers for Xbox versus PlayStation? And did Xbox not have more subscribers than PlayStation? And is that not true that Xbox has more subscribers than PlayStation?" And Sarah's like, and I'm paraphrasing here, but Sarah's like, "I don't have the current data." Like you bringing up something from months ago, right?
Right. Yep.
How do you expect somebody to have the current data? Like you're not showing it to them. It doesn't make sense. Did you guys get a chance to listen to it?
No,
Uh,
I didn't. I get enough of that I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible.
same, same, same. If I was that much interested in legal proceedings, I would have become a corporate
Well,
lawyer.
I am interested in it, but it becomes so overwhelming because it's all over my Twitter feed every day, and it's like I usually wait till like I pick one day a week and I play catch up. It's like, okay, what happened? I was glad that for the weekend I was gone. Carlo might appreciate this too. Pretty much nothing happened the whole week we were gone. Yeah, it was nice to come back and our feeds weren't filled with, oh my God, can you believe what they did? It waited till we were back. So
I'm waiting for somebody to make a Twitter bot that just tweets every day about IPK stuff.
yeah,
Every
there
5
you go.
minutes. I blame Canada for this cold, this sinus cold that I got. It's Canada's fault.
Wait, why? Canada is experiencing extreme heat the last couple of days.
Yeah, they sent the cold over here. No, I don't
yeah.
know. I get back from California and everything just hit.
Everything
Everything, yeah.
you got con crud essentially.
I don't know if that's what it is.
That is what you got. You're disgusting.
Could be allergies too. Mix of everything.
Sure, that's what they call allergies.
It could be that Hilton pizza that Paul sent my way.
Then you just
Oh,
have
yuck.
the stomach
I swear.
rumbles. Why would you get? Was it like at a Hilton restaurant?
No, it was at the Orlando Comic Con, and we didn't have a lot of food choices on site.
Inside the Hilton though.
Inside the Hilton, yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't even like a dedicated. I don't understand.
No, it was just gross. Okay, it's just so.
Yeah.
But Dreadpool keeps saying he wants to go back. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah.
Well, speaking of cons, MetroCon's coming up.
Uh oh.
Tampa Bay Comic Con. And I'll be going out to San Diego Comic Con as well. So 3 cons in July. Cozy, I will take pictures of a lot of cosplay.
Oh yeah.
And mermaids seem to be real popular, so I'll look for mermaids too. Paul, so outside of all this ABK news and Sarah not knowing the footprint of Ubiquitous or Nvidia as far as streaming services, because she was asked.
Why would they think Sarah would know that? That would be her job. I don't understand.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing. Like, it's not her job. Wow, Dreadpool. It was a Hilton food shop of sorts in the hotel. My favorite kind of con, X cons.
Man.
What?
Jay,
I don't. Does Canada have?
Jay is saying he has a thing for writing prison love letters.
Okay, have fun. Okay.
So, Paul, Cozy, I and you kind of went through these talks pretty quick. I mean, not a lot about APK, except it's still, where it's at.
Hopefully, it'll be wrapped up in the next couple of weeks, one way or the other.
Tired of these armchair analysts and lawyers.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There is a lot of that. So, Paul, I'm going to ask you, what have you been up to?
Diablo 4. It has sucked my life. Okay. I'm level like 68. I have God knows how many days playing it at this point.
Too many.
Yeah. Let's see. What am I at here? Stats. Oh, excuse me. 11 days, 13 hours, and 51 minutes. Okay. So.
Jeesh. Jeesh.
And yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying the game, but yeah. Every time I'm playing another game, I'm like, I want to get back to Diablo. I got a problem.
Yeah, you really do.
But it's a fun game, and Carlo can attest, man. You lose track of time when you're playing it. Carlo, hello,
Yes.
Carlo. Yeah, yes, Carlo's playing it while we're streaming. Apparently.
Uh-oh.
No,
Are
no,
you?
I'm just trying not to cough on the mic.
Uh-oh, because you're sick. You
Yeah.
need plenty of sleep.
But Carlo sleeps a lot, just not when you expect it.
He needs more sleep.
Yeah. But yeah, Carlo can attest. It is you lose track of time when you're playing it. All of a sudden, you realize you just ate like 6 hours or whatever in Diablo, and there you go.
Yeah.
Because I'm level 67 and a half.
Wow, you're moving up there.
Yep.
Moving on up.
I still don't have level tier 4 open because nobody wants to help me because I'm a sad case. But yes,
No.
nobody loves me.
You're way ahead of me, so I can't help you.
Oh.
Well, Cozy, what have you been up to?
I've been doing a lot of other side projects that I'll eventually talk about. But the only games I've been playing really are I've been meandering in Diablo. I haven't been like some people are like dedicated to the grind. I kind of will like go around, like I'll do one mission and then I've been playing between Diablo and Rune Factory 4. Rune Factory 4 is one of the few cases where I replay. I bought a game that I previously bought and replayed it. And that's mostly because back when I got it, I was real broke. Because that came out like on the 3DS like ages and ages ago, when on the earlier games, one of the earlier 3DS stuff. But so I sold it to get another game. So I after I finished it, so I didn't get to do any of the post game content.
Okay.
I'm still confused about how you can get on Diablo, only do one mission and to get off. How does that work? That's
That's usually how I play games like that. Just like do a mission. I think there are very few games where I'm like, especially games that have like missions. That's usually how I just tackle them. I'm like, okay, do a mission. If a game doesn't have like strict like easy to follow missions or something like that, and I'm just wandering around, I usually pick a task and do. There are very few games where I'm like, unless it's like something like a match based like shooting type game, I tend to just or a game like State of Decay where I'm just like wandering around until I eventually. Speaking of which, I traumatized myself with that, and yeah, I'm currently I accidentally flipped my van on like Nightmare, and so I just shut off the game. I couldn't handle watching the juggernauts rip my person apart, so I just like shut off the game.
yes,
Back.
the State of Decay 2 rage quit. I think we've all experienced that at least once. Some
I
of us
just-
multiple times.
I was like, well, I just was trying to get home. Especially with that Plague Heart update, I'm not. Yeah. But yeah, so that's all. But yeah, I think that's how is like it's easy for me to put down some games, especially if they have quests, because I can just do a quest and then just stop.
I'm the other way around. I'm the just one more quest, just one more quest. Next thing I know, it's 4 a.m. You know.
Also, I've had issues with the saving, so I just do that's pretty much I pretty much so doing a quest, then after the quest is complete, teleporting back to town and not trying a new one because I've had issues where the game just randomly will disconnect or something, and then I've wandered someplace far and it resets me someplace back where I wasn't, and I'm like where hadn't been for like a bit, and I don't feel like going back, so I'm just like okay, quit. So that influenced a lot of how I play too.
Okay. Well,
So,
I mean,
Carlo, what have you been doing since you got back from LA?
Diablo,
Hobnobbing with the bigwigs.
trying to get better. Diablo, trying to get better in Diablo.
What's your classes?
Rogue.
Oh, fellow rogue.
Necromancer.
Got the poison
and
and the traps.
Yep. Yep. Love the Rogue. Well,
Well,
That was a quick show.
yeah, that was.
wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
not feeling well, so
Yeah, that's fine.
I figured we'd just kind of like do a quick show, let everybody know we're still here, that we didn't disappear.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, and next week hopefully we got more of the panel back. PK,
Yep.
he would have been hosting tonight because how I'm feeling, but yeah,
we need to still set me up to host because we need to make sure we're more that we show up. If you and PK can't make it, that at least I can pop on and pop off.
yeah, no,
Hop
definitely.
on, hop off, the hopper.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Paul, when you're not power bombing people at the Hilton for pizzas, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Cerebral Paul 1, Twitch at Cerebral Paul. You can find me on the Xbox Ambassador channel on Tuesday afternoons at noon
Woohoo!
Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, with my show Gaming Differently with Cerebral Paul, where we just game and play and have fun, but I talk about accessibility and how it affects my gameplay in any certain game that I'm playing and answer any questions the viewers may have. Actually, and that's going to change to 12:30. I'm sorry, 12:30 to 2:30 Pacific, because Xbox has been rating my show after their show, and our shows
Uh-oh.
end at the same time. So I figure I'm going to give them a half-hour bumper so I get to talk to the Xbox people when they come over. So
Sweet.
I'm going to bump the show a little bit. And of course, you can find me on Mondays right here on 4GQ TV doing the Pop Up Powerbomb Wrestling podcast with Spooky. Tuesdays with the Retro Renegades. Wednesdays back here with Spooky for our the Backlog Bastard. Thursday right here for GQ TV. Friday with the Doomsayers Network. Saturday and Sunday I collapse. And of course we've got, like I said, we've got the interview with Elliot coming up probably in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we can get some other interviews lined up because I know Carlo has some in the works, including Tim Cook, or not Tim Cook, the comic book guy that I
Tom
met
Cook?
at the Tom Cook.
yeah.
Yeah.
A cook.
Yeah, it was funny. I was going through and I saw this guy and I go, isn't that the guy we're supposed to be interviewing at some point? Yeah. So yeah. So we'll be doing that as well. And some other stuff is getting lined up as well. So keep an eye on the channel.
And Cozy, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Cozy Beluga. You can also find me on TSWS with Hamothy Solo on Fridays and Loaf on Fridays. Yeah.
Nice. Well, everybody can find me on 4GQ TV. You can see me at Tampa Bay Comic Con. You can see me at Metricon. You can see me at San Diego Comic Con. I will be there. And yeah, I look forward to it. All right, guys, until next week, and hopefully I feel better. Talk to you guys next time.
Woohoo! Woohoo!